Hi guys, you are tuned in to Saraswati Radio. I'm Sky from the future with the news for the upcoming full moon in Virgo. After this intense few weeks, this full moon is inviting us to relax. It's also the time of the year the dragons are born. Sun and Earth are connecting the identity center with the emotional center. This connection of the two chakras gives us more energy to make things happen, have discipline to follow through with our decisions. The moon will travel in the gate 40 on 27 February. Then it's him and the earth activating the shadow of exhaustion, the gift of relaxation, and the dragon's power of divine will. We beings on earth have a prenatal chi. It is the inherent vitality. We are born with it, and you can think of it as built-in batteries. When your actions don't flow from the true source, but forced, the energy will be depleted. The second type, the postnatal chi, is the prana we extract from the food and environment. The Oriental approach to health is based upon conserving the prenatal chi wherever possible. The 40 shadow of exhaustion is the effect of the body having to draw up its precious prenatal chi for the process of digestion. People with the 40 activation can get lost in their great ambitions and addictions to work. The art of relaxation is the most important to avoid draining the core vitality. True relaxation is one of the most absent qualities in civilization today. They are afraid of being lazy or useless. They never even sense the potential to complete physical relaxation, in which every molecule of the DNA is functioning at its optimal frequency. The gifted ones are beautiful dragons, passionate in serving the world and also allowing themselves their own enjoyment. They know when to stop, and more importantly, they know when to say no. They work in harmony with their true nature, and like that, it doesn't require force. The subtle and physical bodies are in alignment. This allows the embodiment of the higher self, which is the source of all the possibilities. Divine will is like the rain, very strict. It always falls from sky to earth. We can rely on it. Like this, strict and direct, the dragons with the superpower of divine will are denying any separation between him and Paramashiva. In other words, those dragons can be, do and have everything. The superpower of divine will is the realization that there is no distance between them and God. In the evening of this magical full moon, the 64th gate opens and we can play with the frequencies of confusion, imagination, illumination and the superpower of the divine mind. The light that moves through the 64th gate is enthusiastic and wants to fill your mind with inspiration. Our childhood conditionings and traumas before the age of 7 are really setting the stage for a level of frequency that can flow through your cells at this time. We are told to think all the times and believe that we can solve confusion with more thinking. Here's something new. As soon as we stop thinking, the confusion stops too. Can it be that simple? Oi, oi, oi. Doubt is the partner of the shadow of confusion, and certain people in certain positions using this frequency in order to keep the sheep or their children under control. But not for long anymore. Mother Earth is raising her frequency rapidly, and all her inhabitants can jump on the train. There is the ability of the mind to identify with things, and we can use the same function to detach, disown and unconditioned things. Some patterns are more easy to find. For some, we literally need to starve before we can access it. You know, I said it before, the body uses energy to convert food in chi. If we do fasting, this energy can be used for mental work. Then the identity will be updated and your relationship with yourself becomes more and more healthy. In these higher states of mental health, we might not need to work as hard anymore to achieve completion. Imagination can then be used as an art of living. It allows instant alchemy to take place inside your being. Imagination breaks intellectual, social and cultural limitations. It's abstract, illogical and wild. It creates intergalactic mouse holes between the dimensions. The mouse represents desire. Ganesha riding it should give us inspiration on how to feel about them. Once the mind stops like and want, dislike and avoid, all the suffering and pain stops too. From there we can reach the highest frequency of this vibration, the frequency of illumination. It is the expression of the divine mind, and there is no I anymore involved or present in the mental world. Also, there is no processing of thought, no thinking anymore. All this is effortless. When illumination floods your being, it also takes with it your mind. Here in the 64 gate, at the highest levels, awareness becomes one with one thought. One thought is awareness. In the shadow frequencies, these loops cause great confusion and pain, but here in the moment of truth, we can travel the path of the poetic soul. It's the path of the lovers, the lover of wildness, the lover of spontaneity, of the paradox, the lover of the mystery of the eternal now. I declare completion. Contact me if you have questions. Also, I'm ready to hear your inputs and suggestions. I really couldn't care less about the amount of likes my video's gonna get. I'm doing it to express my innermost, and the fact you have been listening to the end is polishing my ego enough. I'm not gonna put ads in the videos too, but in the description box is the link to leave donations. I'm using it for food and medis for the street dogs, and also to support the sustainable farming of iboga trees in Africa. A big and huge thanks to HumanDesign, who freely provide the app to download in the Play Store, and also to Richard Rath and his transmissions from the I Ching to the Gene Keys. Thank you guys. Enjoy the manifestation of the divine and have a blessing.